Hi there, this is Caleb Dodge with the Box Social, and this is my review of Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Amnesia, a machine for pigs is a sort of pseudo-sequel to 2010's Amnesia Dark Descent, taking place in the same universe as the original. However, the original developer, Frictional Games, has taken a back seat and is only producing the game, and has handed the reins over to the Chinese Room, an indie developer that is well known for their cult classic, Dear Esther. The game starts out with the player taking the role of Oswald Mandis, a turn-of-the-century industrialist who wakes up on New Year's Eve 1899 to see that the machine he has built for his meat factory has been put into ruin by an unknown saboteur, and you must make your descent into the factory to repair the machine and find your children that have gone mysteriously missing. The journey takes you through several layers of the factory, from dimly lit streets to dark and underground tunnels in which the factory actually lies. The locales and places that you visit and see are aesthetically pleasing and are interesting to look at, but the story that ties everything together is not as strong. The story is a series of obvious twists and turns that lead to an overly predictable ending. This is very disappointing to see from a team that has been praised for such stellar writing, and has even made a game in which gameplay is nearly absent, and made it work. The Chinese Room has also tried to implement a technique of simplified gameplay mechanics on a machine for pigs with mixed results. Gameplay mechanics have been stripped down from the original game to try to streamline it for better and for worse. No more of the pesky insanity effects from being in a darkly lit room for too long, and caused many frustrations during the original. But mechanics like light preservation and hiding really don't exist anymore. The lantern flickers every once in a while when a monster is nearby, which is creepy at first and actually helps with the tension the first few encounters with the beast. But then suddenly that tension disappears from encountering them. This is my main problem with the game. The first half of it's brilliant. You're only teased with the creatures being nearby you, and when you do meet them the first couple of times, you're actually pretty scared. But as the game progresses, the sense of danger disappears because you can feel the heavy amount of scripting in the events of the game, and the sense of freedom and exploration that helped place tension in the original game are gone. In Dark Descent, you are thrown in an environment and you have to search it to figure out what you're doing there while being stalked by this murderous creature in the shadow. A Machine for Pigs has a slight sense of freedom in the opening sequences, but the game quickly turns into a sightseeing tour, kind of like Dear Esther, in which you feel kind of safe and secure while you're going in the direction that the game wants you to, because it really wants you to get there, and the monsters just simply become a set piece that blend into the background for an uninspired story. 2010's Dark Descent captured a sense of terror that wasn't felt by gamers for years till it came out. A Machine for Pigs tries to capture the same feeling and opens up its demographic by streamlining the gameplay, which at first works in the first half of the game. However, A Machine for Pigs never progresses from that point, and really loses the player by not challenging them or even attempting to keep the sense of tension the beginning of the game was able to capture. I can't recommend this game to everyone, but some people might get a really good kick out of Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs. If you're a really big fan of horror or of the original game, I would recommend the buy just to experience the first half of the game. In an overall experience, the game was kinda average. Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs gets a 3 out of 5. Hey there, if you like this review and want to check out some other ones, Shane's got 2 older reviews up that you can just click on to go see. And if you want to listen to our podcast, you can just go ahead over to boxsocial.squarespace.com, check out our site, and subscribe, even though you probably don't want to listen to it.